probably our business is 85% referral because of that. Don't cut corners. If you decide to take the business, take it 125%. Make sure you know how to do that. If you decide you're going to do something and be a sponsor of something, make sure you know how to sponsor it. Give back. Give back where you can, as much as you can, whether it's time, product, services. We give about $1 million back a year now after our last 12 years, so we're really proud of that, and we talk about that. Corporations especially love to hear they're going to work with a company that's giving back like they are. But at the event, my first go-to thing that I start thinking about is how am I going to light this room? My lighting teams that I work with around the country, they know we're going to have some really long conversations and whatever, and how do we really accentuate what we're doing? And it's what I first start with. It's my go-to thing first. And then, because I come from the logistics of being in design and floral and catering, my next thing is, what's the logistics of this room? See, I haven't even gotten into the look, you know, the colors, those things I do because that's what I come from. And I want to see what that is. I mean, I think lighting is the key, and then on down the line from there. But I get my inspiration also from my clients. Listen to them. Tell me about, what do you think about this? If you were walking into your perfect room, tell me what it is. Now, they're paying us to be professional about what we do, and we will get into that in our conversation, but listen for a minute and listen to your team. I love hearing my team talk about the design and the textures and the colors and how we're going to light this, and what about we do this, and what about... If you have interviewed correctly and built your team, and you have handpicked them, you know you've put the smartest team around you you could ever have. You're a conductor of that orchestra, and you've put the best instruments in that orchestra. So listen to them. First, never agree to anything until you think about it a little bit. I learned my lesson when I got a text, and I want to do this, this, and this, and this, and how much will it cost? And celebrities want it like this, especially when they personally are texting you or something. And so know what you're doing. Think about it. Listen to them a little bit about it. Everyone that works on the team knows if you want to be on the celebrity part of the team, this is what you do. If you decide to do it, you are a personal assistant. No ands, ifs, or buts. You change the ringtone for them. You know when they're texting or when they're calling. It wakes you up in the middle of the night, especially if they're in France and you're in Atlanta and they're on a different time zone. You got to be a risk taker. You really, in any kind of small business startup, you have to take risk, calculated risk. You know, make sure you thought about it. Make sure you've asked a mentor about it. Make sure you've called someone up and said, you know, I'm thinking about doing this, and this is what I've done. What do you think? And do it. So as a small company, you're thinking about starting a company, take the risk and do it. But calculate it, and don't forget, everyone that comes into your company understands the word profitability. Okay? You can't do it without that.